I'm feeling drawn to talk about that feeling when we feel disconnected or out of alignment, that feeling when we are on a path that we think is meant for us, and then all of a sudden that path kind of crumbles. Like it was not in our control for this path to come to an end. It wasn't in our control for this goal that we had in mind to no longer be achievable. Let's say you finally got like that dream job or whatever, and then suddenly that dream job is no longer capable of happening in your life or whatever it is. Like you like get let go, or the like opportunity isn't there anymore, whatever it is. That's just one example, but just anything in your life where you had this opportunity that you felt was aligned, but now you can no longer take that opportunity or do that thing because something that was out of your control occurred, to where now that path has kind of crumbled or died or washed away. Whatever you want to say about that path that is no longer there. You can't take this path that you once thought was aligned, right? And so we may feel lost, this feeling of feeling lost, maybe stuck, because we're like, oh, I thought that thing was really aligned with us, with me, and now it's not in my reach. It's not capable of happening. Now, what am I doing? Or let's say you get rejected from this thing that you really wanted. You get rejected from that school that was your dream school, or you get rejected from that dream job, or you get rejected from that guy or that girl that you've been messaging or that you had a crush on or whatever it is. Like you get that rejection and you think, oh, like I thought that was meant for me. Like, who am I now? Like, what? Like, who am I? And first of all, I feel like that's why we shouldn't put so much of who we are based on the things in our external reality. Like, for example, our job, our career, or like our degree that we're studying, or the people that we're in relationships with, those aren't who you are. Those are things that are additions in your reality. Those aren't who you are. Those don't define you. Those don't make you who you are. You are who you choose to be. Those things that are additions into your life, those are not you. So, first of all, losing those things, it doesn't take away from who you are. So you are still going to be in alignment as long as you feel that you are. So the only reason that you were in alignment with that dream job, that dream school, that dream relationship, the only reason you were in alignment with that was because you believed that you were, therefore you were. And so now that that thing is no longer in your reach, in like an opportunity for you, now you're thinking, because that was once a belief that that was alignment, now you're thinking you're out of alignment. When how about we bring in that mindset of I am supported, I am guided, and not to say everything happens for a reason, so you don't need to feel sad about things that don't turn out the way that you want. It's valid to feel sad that a relationship ends. It's valid to feel sad that things didn't work out as expected, that you didn't get that job, that you got let go. It's valid to feel sad that you didn't get accepted to that dream school. It's valid to feel sad about these things. Feelings and emotions are amazing. They make us human. We absolutely love having emotions. You know what I mean? Let yourself feel those emotions. And then instead of hanging on to that, once you've released that emotional energy by crying, by ranting, journaling, exercising, like whatever it is, however, meditating, whatever, however you release that energy through art, through creating, whatever it is, however you're releasing that energy of that sadness, that anger, whatever it is, now you have to start going to your mindset of like, okay, so that thing is now longer like not on my path. I'm no longer on that path for that thing. Therefore, it wasn't for me. Therefore, I must be aligned with something else. I must be being redirected to something else that does feel like alignment. It's like we thought that thing was alignment for us. So we're hurting because we thought, oh, that dream job was alignment. But how about we think, oh, I am so guided, I am so supported that because the universe knew that I thought I was in alignment with that dream job, dream school, dream relationship, the universe thought or the universe saw that I thought that was meant for me, that was perfect for me, that I wasn't going to do anything to remove myself from that. So the universe removed it for me. So my guardian angels removed it for me. So that thing got taken out of my life because I thought it was for me. And so now it's taken out of my life because otherwise I wouldn't have done anything about it because I thought it was for me. You know what I mean? And so this is all mindset work. This is all your perspective of reality. Whatever you choose to believe is going to be your reality. And so that's where it's like, yes, you are allowed to feel sad that these things are out of your life. You're allowed to feel sad that you got rejected from the job, the school, the relationship, whatever it is. You're allowed to feel sad that that thing is that thing is no longer in your life. You're allowed to feel sad. Feel these emotions. You have to feel those emotions because you don't want them to bottle up inside you. So that means crying. That means ranting. That means letting it out however you need to let it out. So once you let it out, don't sit with it because now we're not going to sit in the past. You know what I mean? We can't sit in the past because now that's happened. So now we've cried about it. We've ranted about it. We've accepted it. That's the thing. Not even just crying or ranting about it. It's just the acceptance of what happened. Accepting, okay, you know what? I accept the fact that I did not get that job. I accept the fact that I did not get into that dream school. I accept the fact that this person will no longer be in my life. It sucks, but I have to accept it, and I accept it. And once you allow that seal of acceptance, you give yourself permission to move forward. You give yourself permission to open up to newness, to new opportunities, to new possibilities. Because if you don't choose to accept those things that have happened to your life and instead you stick on them and you stay attached to them and you keep them a part of you, you keep those things, that rejection, once you make that rejection who you are, it's going to be 10 times harder to be a magnet for opportunities that come in that are going to accept you, that are going to be aligned for you. Because in order for things to happen in our external reality, it manifests internally, how we're feeling internally. So if we want to feel this love in our environment, we want to feel this yesness, these new opportunities happen in our environment, we have to be open to that internally. And if we're stuck on the past, we're stuck on things that we no longer can do anything about it, and we're just thinking and keeping our mind in the past while our body is in the present, we're going to feel that disconnection. We're going to feel that stuckness because our body is trying to move to the future. Our body is living presently. And when our mind is stuck in the past, stuck on those past things that have happened, your body has already, like, your body is constantly in the present. And so we have to align our mind with our body, that mind body connection. And this is why like embodiment movement and like meditation can be so powerful, because embodiment movement, meaning like yoga or just working out or just honestly like being with yourself, like putting your hands in your like heart chakra area and kind of just feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you inhale, exhale. It's that connection to your body, feeling when you take a deep breath, noticing where that breath is moving in your body. That's when you start bringing your mind to the present. You connect your mind to your body, which is in the present. And then that's where your power is, because at that point, you're allowed to, or you open up to the possibility of regulating yourself, of regulating your nervous system, of regulating your emotions, bringing that self-awareness, that emotional intelligence of, okay, how am I feeling in my body and my mind? How am I feeling about my reality right now? Despite what has happened in the past, despite what may happen in the future, what is happening right now that I enjoy? And what is happening right now that I don't enjoy? And so when we're feeling disconnected from ourselves, I might have gotten a little off topic, but when things don't happen the way we expect or the way that we think is best for us, we aren't failing. We aren't being rejected. We aren't stupid. We aren't dumb. We aren't losers. We aren't. You are if you believe you are. But if you believe you're not, you're not. All in the mind, babe. So all of that rejection, so-called rejection, is redirection to what is actually aligned. Because you thought that thing was aligned. You thought that thing was meant for you. Therefore, the universe had to come in and take it out for you because you weren't going to do so because you thought it was aligned with you. Does this make sense? So the universe and your guardian angels came in to take that thing out of your life. And so now you're in this feeling of like, okay, wait, I don't know what I want anymore. I don't know who I am anymore because I thought that thing was for me. I thought that was me. Separate yourself from what objectively happened. Objectively, you lost your job. Objectively, you didn't get the job. Objectively, you didn't get into the school. Objectively, that person is no longer in your life and you're no longer in a relationship with that person. Objectively, that is what happened. So now we look at it objectively and now we go inside and think, okay, how do I want to feel in my life? How do I want to feel with the relationships around me? How will I feel satisfied in my life now? We have to draw back to what our values are, what we are passionate about, what we enjoy doing, the type of people that we love to be around. We have to go back to those things and reconnect. Go back to those things and draw awareness to, okay, who we truly are inside without all those things. Because all of that are just external things that are additions to us. But without it, if we're feeling lost, that means we need to reconnect with ourselves. If we feel lost because something or someone is no longer in our life, we got to come back to ourselves and think, okay, well, who am I? Because apparently I thought that that thing was me, but now it's not in my life. And it wasn't ever you because it was only an addition to you. So reconnect, come to yourself, do some guided journaling, do some just thought work of what do I enjoy? What does feeling, I love this question. What does feeling alive look like to you? What does fun look like to you? What does it look like to embrace life? What does it look like to feel good in life? What do you need in life to feel satisfied? What kind of impact do you want to make on the people around you? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? When you are on your deathbed, how do you want to look back and see your life? What does that look like? Try to imagine a higher version of you, this desired reality that you live. How can you connect with them? I just did a guided meditation last night where it was a guided visualization meditation where I visualized a glowing orb of my higher self, and I visualized it coming through my crown chakra and then meeting me to my heart center area and meeting me there. And I imagined that light going all through me, and I imagined myself connecting to that light and asking it, what, guide me right now? What do I need right now? Where am I going? Guide me. And I was able to listen to my intuition, listen to feelings I'm getting, thoughts that are coming up, and being aware of how I'm feeling when those thoughts come up, those thoughts of maybe I want to do this in life, and then noticing the feeling that comes with that thought. You have a thought in your life, a thought in your head that's maybe I should try this career path. What's the feeling that comes up with that? Is it excitement? Is it fear? If it's fear, why? Is that because you're worried about what other people will think, or because you don't think it aligns with you? Or maybe that thought comes by and you're not vibing with it, don't like it, whatever it is. When that thought comes in of maybe I want to try this path, maybe I want to try that school, maybe I want to reach out to this person, what feeling comes up? And be curious about that feeling. Don't be judgmental towards it. If you're feeling scared, you're feeling doubtful, don't be judgmental or anything. Just add curiosity of okay, why am I feeling fearful? Is it because I don't think this is actually for me, so I don't want to go down that path? Or am I worried about what other people are going to think of me if I do because it feels like me, because it feels authentic to me? Or am I just scared of failing? Am I scared of putting myself out there and failing? Where is that fear coming from? So be curious about these feelings, but notice these feelings that come up when these thoughts come by and notice how you feel about them. No judgment, just pure observation and pure curiosity. And so we can feel so stuck when things don't go as planned. We feel so stuck when we were on this path to a dream. We were on this path to something that felt so aligned. And then all of a sudden it's zipped out of our life. And we're holy shit, I don't know anything else anymore, because that I've been in relationships before where I thought that was like all ends all. Is that how the saying goes? I thought that was it. And so then when the relationship ended, I was like, well, shit. Like, who am I? Like, what do I like to do? Like, what do I not like to do? What do I want to do? Like, it's like when you get so involved and so devoted to a person, to a career, to a degree, to a project, whatever it is, so devoted to something so external, when that thing leaves our life, we get that feeling of disconnection, of confusion. And I think when we think, like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, I don't know who I am, I think that that confusion is beautiful in the sense, because it means you're in a transformational period. You're in a portal to shifting. You're in a portal to endless possibilities. Like, in this portal of being confused, of feeling stuck, of feeling disconnected, in this little portal that you're feeling, anything is possible, because anything can be birthed right now. Anything, like, think of it being like an empty garden. Like, say, okay, I have a good analogy. So you became so devoted, so attached, so connected, or just a lot of effort and energy was being put to this thing. So you're growing this garden of this career, of this degree, of this relationship. You're growing this garden. And then all of a sudden the winter comes, or not the actual winter, but the death of it all comes. It's no longer going to be relevant to us. It's dying. It's leaving us. Now we have an empty garden. And so we're feeling stuck. We're feeling confused. We have this empty garden. We just have dirt right now. And we're like, well, I don't know what I want anymore, because I had that. So that became what I wanted more of, because I had that. And it was going good because I was growing it and getting more of that because I was so invested in that. So that's what I wanted. That's what felt familiar. And now I don't have anything. Now I just have dirt. So I don't know what to do. And so that's when you can start thinking, okay, you know what? Let's try some new flowers. Let's try some new seeds. Let's try some new plants that will attract maybe some new birds. Like, you have this like clean slate almost. And now you can do whatever you want with it, because you can learn, you can explore, you can discover. And that is such a huge portal that is so powerful to transformation, to reconnecting to yourself, to creating this life that you absolutely love. So this is all mindset shifts of, I'm losing stuff, air quote, to, I have a clean slate to create endless possibilities. Because the thing is, when nothing is there in your garden, that means you have all the room to plant anything you want. I loved that analogy so much. Can I get a pop off? Hello? Okay, so when you feel like you have nothing, that is when you can grow so much. So when you feel confused, when you feel stuck, when you feel disconnected, you feel kind of empty. You're like, what do I have going for me? What do I want? Who am I? And in that emptiness, let's create. Let's bring curiosity. Let's bring creativity. Let's bring authenticity. Bring your authenticity into it, because now you're not attached or investing into these external things. Now you can fully focus on you. You can fully focus on your garden, what seeds you want to plant, what flowers you want to grow, what seeds you want to try growing, what plants you want to explore and see if you like them and want more of them. You know what I mean? So try the different hobbies in life. Try to get more knowledge on a subject, get more knowledge on a career, see if you enjoy it, test the waters. And there's no rush. Life is like so broad and so big. It's like you have this one life. So don't force yourself, like pressure yourself to fit into a box. Allow yourself to explore, allow yourself to discover, allow yourself to fully embrace life and feel alive. So when you're feeling stuck, disconnected, confused, take this as an opportunity to fully replant your garden in any way that you'd like. Discover new things that you want to try. Discover new things that you like. Use this as a time of discovery because this is a huge portal to transformation if you allow it to be. If you allow this period of confusion, of stuckness to have a positive outcome, it will. But if you use this as a time to complain, to dwell on emptiness, that is what it's going to be. But if you use this time to embrace the emptiness, to embrace the space for creation, that is what it will be. It's all about your perspective towards it and your mindset towards it. And that is what you will get out of it. You will get out what you believe and what you put in. So where do you want to put your attention? Where do you want to put your energy? Where do you want to give effort to? Who do you want to give your attention to? Who do you want to give your energy to? What makes you feel good? Who makes you feel good? What is good for you? And always think about you. Like, yeah, it's good to be considerate of other people, but in this time, think about you. Consider yourself most of all. It doesn't matter if you have to disappoint somebody else if that means you are sticking to your truth and you are being authentic to you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, that's all I'm going to yap about. I was very passionate. This was on my mind. I just had a session with a client and she inspired me to create this. So yeah. And if you struggle with this, if you're in this period right now of feeling stuck, disconnected, lost because things aren't working out the way you thought, or you had this dream and now you need to realign and it was unexpected, I do self-alignment and mindset coaching. And in that coaching, we talk, we plan, we acknowledge yourself and the amazing qualities that you have. And sometimes we'll do guided journaling. We'll do meditative practices, breath work, visualization, self-affirmations. We'll do all these things to help you ground yourself in the present and help you kind of plan and make achievable goals. Make goals that are small that will help you get to this vision, or goals that will help you find clarity in who you are, in your purpose, in what matters to you, in your values in life, and what you want to get out of life. So self-alignment mindset coaching with me. If you are interested, I can offer you a 30-minute client session, all free, new session, 30-minute new client session, free if you tell me that you listen to this podcast episode. So DM me on Instagram and tell me that you listen to this podcast episode, and I can give you a free 30-minute new client session, and we can talk about your current reality, your current goals, and things like that. Go ahead and follow my podcast on Instagram, or my account on Instagram. What do I say? Follow my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, whatever you're listening to me on, so you can get updates when we release new episodes. And my Instagram is at mindfulness.pod. And my TikTok is also at mindfulness.pod. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're enjoying your morning, middle of the day, evening, whatever you're living right now. And remember to embrace this feeling of lostness, this feeling of emptiness. Embrace this space and take advantage of it by planting whatever your little heart desires. Discover more about yourself. Explore life. Embrace life. And life will embrace you back. All right. Love you. Bye.